everyone. Thank you for joining me again as we continue with our side-by-side comparison of the vintage Masters of the Universe and the newer Masters of the Universe Origins figures that started coming out in like 2020, 2021, and 2022. Before you see the Land Shark. We got the original 80s version on your right, and of course the Origins version on your left. Obvious difference is the size, and it could be an illusion like we saw before. It could be illusion because of the box size. In the Origins figures, they use more packaging, and you get like a bigger window box so you can see the vehicles and the animals better than they did. Like you see on the right, the packaging is way smaller. He kind of just fits in there. He doesn't have a lot of room in the packaging, so that could give it the illusion that the Origins figure is bigger and they might be the same size. So first, let's look at the artwork. Both of them look like they have really good artwork, and on this one, unlike the others, the artwork is pretty similar. So let's zoom in on the 80s version, and we see Skeletor on the Land Shark, and then we got some words on this one: push forward, shark jaws swing open, snap shut. And it's a new one because they wanted to promote this. We see the lizard-like creature. We got some sky in the background, got a lot of good colors. Skeletor is holding on to the side. You can see both guns in the picture. And on the Origins, it's basically the same. You can see the reptile animal there at the bottom. You can see Skeletor charging in the battle. His expression is different. Face color is a little different. And we can also see Snake Mountain in the background on this one. You don't see the weapon on the left side as easily as you do in the in the original. But you can see both of the weapons on this one. No words on this one. It's just an evil monster vehicle, and that's it. Here on the bottom, let's zoom down. The pictures are basically the same. You got this one here, and it says push down and roll forward, jaws open and snap shut. So they're demonstrating that motion to you there and on this one. Push down and roll forward, jaws open and shut and snap shut. So we have that. And let's turn it around. Okay, so we got some differences here on the back. On the 80s versions, we got off advertisement. They're showing us every figure that's coming out or that's already out. We see Battle Cat, Stridor, Panther. We got a Castle Grayskull. We got the Point Dread, Snake Mountain, Zoar, Road Ripper, Dragon Warrior. A lot of vehicles on this one. The Attack Track, Battle Ram, Roton, and then we have a whole slew of the warriors in the evil warriors. So we see all of them. So this one got a lot of vehicles and a lot of the animals on this one that they were advertising. They really wanted to get those figures out there. On the Origins, however, at the top, we have another battle scene, which is really nice. It's also showing not vehicles, but it's also showing figures because we got Fisto, Man-at-Arms, Triclops, Stinkor, and of course Skeletor in the Land Shark. And then it says, let's read what that says. The raging land shark side-mounted lasers and snapping jaws destroy everything in its path. And what are they trying to get us to buy? The Castle Grayskull, Panther, Battle Cat, and then a whole slew of action figures that they're selling. So it's basically the same. It's just that this one is showing you a nicer battle scene, which I like seeing. I like seeing that a whole lot better. And it also tells you here, modernizing and celebrating the original 80s Masters of the Universe action figures. Masters of the Universe Origins give you the power to pose Eternia's greatest warriors as retro-style figures or in new action-packed battle positions. So it's telling you there what their intent is. So again, let me turn the figures around. So like I said before, I do like these, the origins. It gives you a better look, and especially if you missed out on getting the originals. You know, sometimes the originals, some of them are very expensive. And then you say, well, I don't have the money for that, but I would like to have some Masters of the Universe. I'd like to have a nice little Masters of the Universe collection. This gets you in there. You know, you can have something that you didn't have in the past. Masters of the Universe are one of the ones that do have a hefty price on it. Some vintage action figures are still fairly cheap, and you can find them for the same price or cheaper than some of the modern stuff. But then some of them, like I said, Masters of the Universe, the action figures, the animals, the vehicles can go for hundreds of dollars. It's very rare that you find anything for under $100, unless it's loose or very badly damaged. So this at least allows you an opportunity to get a little